Well, Garry, you're obviously first season in management coming to Deveronvale. How have you found it so far?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think what's pleasing is the guys have given me everything that I've asked for, and you can probably see with the performances that we've had on the pitch from the start of the season till now, it's been really good.
How challenging was it in the summer, trying to maybe sort of get the squad in place that you wanted?
I think it was obviously difficult because the process for me getting appointed took a bit of time, took a bit longer than I obviously thought it would, in terms of obviously getting the transfer over the line through Banks of D and that. But once we managed to get that over the line, it's obviously getting to know the guys at pre-season and seeing identifying the gaps that that I thought we needed. Because it's all right playing against them, but until you actually work with them, then you don't actually know what you're going to need. So yeah, it's seeing the guys. I wanted to make sure I gave most of them a chance. Some of them surprised me in terms of the performances, which has been really pleasing. And obviously looking at additions, every manager's in the same boat. It's difficult to try and get players in, but I think our recruitment that we've got in has been really, really pleasing so far, and we're looking to continue that.
With what you're saying there, do you feel you've kind of got that solid base in terms of this season and even further forward to move the club forward?
I think so, and obviously you've seen in the last few weeks we've got a lot of our younger talented players tied down in longer term deals, so it gives us a chance to build. You've seen the situation with a couple of players maybe last summer that they're going into the last year of the contract and they've had to move on. We're now in a position where we've got guys on longer term deals and we can start to build our team around them going forward.
Do you feel this is hopefully or maybe a bit of a rebirth for Deveronvale in terms of sort of on and off the pitch, the sort of enthusiasm that's around the place again? Yeah,
I think the atmosphere around the club's changed. There's a lot going on off the park with the new chairman getting appointed and that, so treating it as a fresh start. And certainly I think the performances on the park has been really pleasing, and I think the fans, and you see them in the social media and things like that, they're all sort of behind the team. So I think if we can continue that, then it's looking successful for us.
It's a big thing, that, isn't it, having that sort of unity almost, because I mean you've obviously seen in the past, but Deveronvale's been a big club in the Highland League in the past. Yeah,
I mean I wouldn't have came here if they were just wanting to sit about the bottom of the league. When I spoke to them, I had to make sure that their ambitions aligned to mine, and it did. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we can start challenging further up the league and then start getting through in the cups. And it's little baby steps, but as long as we keep seeing improvement, then I'll be happy.
Well, Ethan, first of all, just tell us, in terms of this season playing in goal for Deveronvale, how have you found it so far?
I found it good. I think it's been a good challenge to keep myself going and try and perform every week with a difficult league to be in. I feel like I've done pretty well so far, so hopefully I can keep it going throughout the season.
How did you end up coming to Deveronvale?
Well, I was first at Montrose, and I was on trial at Huntly in the Highland League, and Garry got whiff of me being there, so he said, well, I was mates with Wayne, so I feel like Wayne saw me during training. He thought I'd be a good fit at Deveronvale, so I saw them play one game, so I thought it was a good fit for me to be there as well.
And has it been quite pleasing? I mean, for people that don't know, you're only 17 and still at school. Has it been quite pleasing to just come in and play straight away, really?
It's quite pleasing. I feel like it's been good. The boys have made me feel welcomed, and it's pushing me to be better every week and keep me going. So that's how I'm going to get better and do better for the club as well.
Were you nervous or daunted at all to start with?
I was a bit nervous at the start because it's Highland League against it's semi-pro football. I felt a bit nervous, but once I played the first game against locals, once I walked out I felt fine, felt good. So I was quite excited to be in the Highland League at being 17.
And are we right in saying as well you're still at school?
Yeah, I'm still at school, so it's good.
I was going to say there's not many schoolboys playing in the league, so you maybe got a wee bit of a niche there for yourself.
Yeah, I know. Being 17 and still in school, it's a good feeling just to be one of the only ones to be doing it just now, so it feels good for me.
Pals at school wind you up or ask you about it?
Aye, the games I do well and they're always pleasing, but the games maybe I concede one or two do give me a bit of stick at school, but now Everyone at school is quite nice to me, so they're not trying to bloat me or make me seem better than what I am. I feel like the future's quite bright. Well, look at the boys we've got, most of them are quite young, so I feel like that if we're doing it just now and doing pretty well, I feel like in a few years, next season or the season after, we'll be doing even better to push on and challenge the bigger teams and get wins against them as well.
Well, Jack, first of all, how do you feel the season's going for Deveronvale so far?
Very good. Like compared to last season, much better, much better. You can see with the boys, there's a lot more like spirit to just go and win every game. You turn up to Saturdays and you feel like every team we play against, definitely there's always a chance I'll win. Every team, so aye, much better, much better.
Do you feel it's kind of been maybe the start, obviously changes with the management and the boarding's a bit of the sort of start of a new era for the club?
Aye, definitely. Yeah, Woody's came in, he's been great. For me, he's been absolutely great, so I'm really happy with it.
But I suppose even at the young age you are, is pleasing that you sort of see yourself already as quite a big contributor to this team in terms of goals and assists.
Aye, I mean, starting last season, we started off playing in like the centre midfield, and it was like, oh, how do I feel here? Like it's a bit different to playing at like the youth level and that. But I got a chance playing out wide, and then I started showing good signs out there, and it's stuck ever since. And I'm enjoying it much more out there. Like, miss playing in the midfield a little bit for the battle side, but you still get a good 1v1 battle on the line, so it's not a problem for me.
Well, you mentioned obviously last season, just sort of take us through the last sort of year or so, because it's been quite a journey for you in terms of here at Deveronvale.
Aye, I mean, it was started off the season kind of on the bench watching, just waiting to pick a right moment, kind of seeing how other guys are, what they're doing, and try to like go on and do the same kind of things. And then it's just got one of my chances. I think it was Rothes last season away. I got my first goal, and it kind of kicked on from then. The confidence kept building, and it's just felt to me the right way, I suppose. But no, I'm definitely enjoying it now a lot more.
Great to get a chance at such a young age.
Yeah, definitely. The Vale's really good at getting the young boys in, like, so. As well, you can see it's a young team, so can't really ask for much more.
Because how old are you?
I'm just 18.
So I suppose you feel keep this sort of core of the team together is a bright future for the club?
Definitely. A young team, a lot of potential in the future for what we can be.
Are you a local boy to Banff?
Aye, well, you know where White Hills is? Aye, I'm just there, so just maybe 5 minutes from the stadium, so it's good to play for a local team.
Aye, so were you maybe somebody who used to watch Vale when you were growing up and things, or?
Yeah, I would sometimes get asked to do the ball boying and that, and you know, you'd be down watching the games and you'd be like, well, so it's definitely an aspiration. You see all the fans in the stand and that, and it was just something you just want to be part of, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm glad to be part of it now.
As a local boy, is it quite important to you to sort of see the club do well and see the club thrive?
Yeah, definitely. You want to see a club you played for all your life like I have. You just want to do the best you can for them, and everything right now is going a lot better for us, and you can see with all like the spectators and supporters, they're all like definitely see a difference in us, so if we can keep them happy then we'll do really good. Like.